The rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein-type deal where he was filming everybody, right?
That's the rumors, yeah. I don't know that there's any proof or anything other than that.
The thing is, like, we're getting the rumors from the internet, and
Right.
the internet thinks that the Taliban took out that bridge in Baltimore. So it's like, who fucking knows? Who knows what's real?
That's what Diddy's lawyers, I think, said. It was like that these are just trumped up charges. Not trumped up, I don't think they said that, but like bullshit charges.
Dude, when Homeland Security invades your house,
You got problems.
with dudes with fucking guns and body armor. There's
Someone said that they weren't there to take stuff. They were there to delete everything. Like the real people that were in there, you know.
oh,
Like
that's
the same
funny.
thing with Epstein.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's of course. There's layers upon layers. When you get into these fucking conspiracy theories, man, they never end. They never end. There's just layers upon layers upon layers.
It's fun to talk about.
It is fun to talk about. It's hard to know what's true, but
Yeah. Who
why
knows?
people genuinely love it when someone like Diddy gets caught, though. The glee that people have is weird
Why?
because he's too successful. Also, it's like there was always so much East Coast, West Coast shit that's still like in the zeitgeist. You know, like with Biggie and Tupac, and they were all hating at each other, and they both got killed, and there was a lot going on. And then there's people that thought that Puffy was involved and Suge Knight was involved.
Speaking of, I think Suge Knight's the one who said the thing I just thought of
What thing?
about that they were there to delete stuff.
Well, if he really was filming everybody,
Let's see.
I mean, he had a lot of people at those parties, right? Luke from 2 Live Crew.
Yeah, he said he was to leave early.
Yeah,
or something, right?
when Luke from 2 Live Crew is leaving early, like, you got a wild party. What if what's happening is too fucked up for Luke from 2 Live Crew? Like, check please. There's so many different stories. Who knows?
What are you gonna do?
I'm not doing that.
We're not involved in them.
I'm
I
not
was
involved.
never at Diddy's party. I don't even know the motherfucker.
We're out
I don't
here
want to know nobody.
telling
I don't know
jokes,
nobody.
telling jokes,
Like I told you.
having fun.
That's it.
Yeah.
Smoking dope, cracking jokes, making people.
That's
everything
it.
else is background music. And living in LA, you have all this shit that's going on around
Mm-hmm.
you. That's what you have your life, and then you have all this shit that goes in and out of your ears all fucking day, and you're like, I just want to do stand up.
You also have those celebrity environments where celebrities all get together, and there's so many of them, you know, and these wild parties. And if you got a wild party, and P. Diddy puts on that wild party, and you know he sets everybody up. Like if you were an intelligence agent, you know, like a Jeffrey Epstein type deal, that'd be the way to do it. Big old crazy party, get everybody loose,
And get the cameras
get them the
rolling
yayo, get them the yayo.
and everything else.
Get them everything you need. Get fired up. Get those cameras rolling. And now you got everybody under wraps. Rappers are the last people in this country that can kind of get away with almost anything.
Well, rappers are honest. A lot of them,
Right.
even though they might
Right.
lie about how much money they have and stuff, they do. There's a certain honesty to that genre of music.
Clearly, you can go too far, like P. Diddy.
You can go too far.
But
he wasn't super honest. He seemed to be concealing a bit.
He seemed to be.
Yeah.
Do you think he was working for somebody? Or working with somebody? Or do you think it was all his own personal
If the
black
CIA
operation?
was like, we don't really know anything about like this world of like, you know, that's not what we
Right.
do. We're like a bunch of Harvard guys, and we have these fucking weirdos that
Right.
we know about how to get in with like our people, but we need someone who was like a black guy to do it. It could have been P. Diddy.
But didn't all the
It's not a bad-
accusations come out after he was involved in a lawsuit with Ciroc? Like he was trying.
That's what people said. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it gets interesting, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's
Like,
gonna
you
be
gotta be very careful when you start fucking around with people's billions.
big, powerful billionaires are probably they're their own governments.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when you run afoul of them, I think there's many ways at which they can get you.
Also, they feel like they pay so much money for taxes.
I think
They feel
that's
like they are
that's
the government.
a lot of these intelligence agencies are working for those people. They're not, I think, on their own. There's big money to be made, and there's a lot the people that own these companies, and have been rich for a very long time and who aren't, on reality TV, and you don't really know who they are, but they some of them are on the Forbes list, some of them aren't. Some of them are just incredibly wealthy, and they've made their money in ways that you could barely understand. And those are people that, are the reason historically that the CIA is going into Latin America and overthrowing the government so that United Fruit can, it's true. Have a monopoly, right? It's like, so they're doing things at the behest of these ultra wealthy families that control huge industries.
Sure, and they always have. I mean, that's back to Smedley Butler's
That's
War
right.
is a Racket.
1,000%.
Yeah, that was 1933 he wrote that or something.
And that's the way the whole thing seems to be organized.
Yeah, and always has been. We're just learning it now. That's all the difference.
Do you think P. Diddy is in prison waiting for the Clintons to just kill him?
Do you think...
Every day I'd be looking for them.
I don't think the Clintons were involved with P. Diddy, do you?
No, but Epstein.
Was Epstein involved with P. Diddy?
No, I just feel like these pedophile rings have to cross points at some point.
The P. Diddy thing sounds like just complete unchecked depravity. Like, I don't even think he was gay. He was just fucking guys.
But
maybe he's gay, but
I
it seems like
think
he's
I
just
think you have to be a little
depraved.
gay. Because then he would just be
For
fucking
sure. At
women.
least for like 10 minutes.
he's at least bi.
Well, I mean, it might just be whatever drugs they're taking. Like, I don't understand it. When that whole, like, I think I had peripherally heard that P. Diddy had big parties, but I never
Right.
heard of freak-offs or any, I never heard of that
either.
stuff until pretty recently, like post-pandemic. I think, Jamie, when did you first hear about, like, P. Diddy parties?
I mean, I would think that I've heard about him having big
Your
parties.
mic has to be off because of Carl's breathing.
Breathing pretty heavy still right now. Trying to keep it down.
Oh my God, he's so cute.
He's adorable. Carl and Marshall, they go at it every
First
time he comes
I heard,
here.
I don't know. I don't even know what rumors I would have heard. I just heard,
But it was
he's
not.
got crazy parties. I didn't, nothing.
Yeah, it was never like in the zeitgeist. It was never.
It's just weird too because he always had the white parties where you have to wear all white, and I just feel like that's the worst color for body fluid.
Ill. Yeah, right. Just shit.
Maybe that's how
blood.
he kept track of who he fucked. He's like, that person's already gotten it. That person's already covered in disgusting stuff. That's how he kept track of it.
There's so many horrific accusations though involving young singers, like children.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's insane.
He makes R. Kelly look like a decent guy.
Yeah,
It's so crazy.
it is crazy. And meanwhile, the guy was like hanging out with Oprah, hanging out with Obama,
Jay-Z,
everybody,
everyone.
everybody.
I'm sure the Clintons were there at some point.
Maybe Bill.
Bill is so nice.
I went one time. Was he?
He's so nice. Like when I
So
met
charming.
them, he is, and he's actually still kind of good looking. Like even for an
like him?
older dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not? He's still so good looking, and she's just so miserable.
Well, she's publicly humiliated, and she thought that her big retribution would become president. Become president,
Sure.
and then that would be it. All water under the bridge. I'm a strong woman. I'm running this country. And then America was like, nah,